Hey, shalom, guys, and happy Hanukkah. Now, one of the questions I get all the time is like, what are some of these books that are behind me right here? Now, especially all these over here, I have a lot of the Tanakh, I have some Mishnah, some Midrash, some Mitzvot over here, and I get these books from Artscroll.com. Now, you might not be familiar with the website, and a lot of people have asked me about it. And what I'm going to do today is just show you guys this website and some of the books that you should really think about during Hanukkah this time. So during this time, Hanukkah, with Artscroll, they do this 20% off site-wide, but they also do 8 days. They select the book set, and they give that book set 40% off. 40, I mean, literally almost half off the original price. So what I thought I would do, and I get these questions all the time of, what book should I get from Artscroll? What do you recommend? Blah, 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 blah. So what I did is I have 20 book sets here, and I'm going to kind of go through them and show you kind of what they are, and we're going to just go through and just I'm going to give my opinion on them, and we're going to go from there. Now, the first one is this Stone Edition English Only Tanakh right here. This is just the Tanakh right here. So the Old Testament, and this is only English. That's why it's so cheap. So this is $28. If you're looking for just a Jewish translation of the Old Testament, you don't care about the Hebrew, and you want the cheapest thing possible, definitely look at this. Now, if you don't want the cheapest thing possible, you want some of the Hebrew that is there, there is another Stone Edition Tanakh. This is a full-size one. This one does include the Hebrew, and there's very little commentary. And ladies and gentlemen, when I say little, I'm literally talking about like a few lines per page. It's not commentary. It's little things, right? If you're getting this, don't expect there to be commentary. Is there technically? Yes, but really it's not there. So if you want something with the Hebrew, with the Tanakh, this is what you want. Now, if you want more of the commentaries behind it, all right, this is where we're going to get into some of the bigger book sets. So we have the Humash right here, or the Torah. That's what this essentially is. This has just the 5 books of Moses. So this book right here, just 5 books, and it comes with commentary. So the Hebrew, the English, and commentary. People who are really trying to study the Torah, and they want to know kind of who has said what. Artscroll has basically taken random commentaries, some from Rashi, some from the Ramban, some from Akiva, some from Radak, some all over, and it'll mention some things from Talmud, some things from Midrash or Mishnah or Gemara, and it puts it all in here. And this is said I have very good if you're really trying to study it. Now, along with this, what you'll have to get is this right here. So this is the early prophets. This comes in a slipcase volume set, and this set is normally 40% off. It's been 40% off for a long time. So if this is 40% off, I would definitely jump on it. But it comes with 3 books. The first book is Joshua and Judges. Then we have 1st and 2nd Samuel, and the third book is 1st and 2nd Kings. And this, again, same thing. It gives the Jewish commentary on those books right there. And then we go on to the later prophets. The later prophets is a 4-volume set. And this is literally the rest of it. So we have Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel in books 1, 2, and 3. And the 4th, last book are the 12 prophets that are right there. So get that. And then finally, so we have the Tanakh, we have the Torah and the Nevi'im, and then we'll have the Ketuvim right here. We have the writings, and the writings here round out the rest of the Tanakh. So we have Psalms, Proverbs, Job, the 5 Megillahs, Daniel, Ezra, Nehemiah, and 1st and 2nd Chronicles. So get the Chumash, get the writings, and get the prophets, and then you will have the entire Tanakh with the writings in English and in Hebrew, along with the commentaries from all over that Artscroll has put together for you. That's one of the best things. Anyone who is really trying to be a student of the Bible, you might not agree everything that Judaism says, anything like that, But the rabbis offer a lot of insight. Now, if you have all those and you're looking for more stuff to get, this is kind of like the next level, I would say. Here we have Rashi's commentary, Rabbi Shlomo ben Itzek, right here. And it comes in this red piece, 5-volume set right here. This is also one of the ones that is also 40% off during the Hanukkah sale. So if this one, again, is it, I would jump on it. This is Rashi's complete commentary on the Torah. Now, with Artscroll, they only offer the commentary on the Torah, nothing else as of right now. But still, getting Rashi's is very good. Rashi's commentary is very direct, right? Now, a commentary that goes side by side with him is a man known as the Ramban, as Nachmanides. He gives more of a mystical approach. His is a 7-volume set, and him and Rashi, really, it goes hand in hand. Because when you're reading the Torah, obviously there are literal things right here that Rashi identifies, and the Ramban goes in to a little more mystical sense. The Ramban focuses more on Mashiach and things kind of like hidden within the text. So both are very good, and I would definitely look at these. Now, one of the cool things about the Torah itself is there is a translation called a Targum. This is called Targum Onkelos. And Onkelos was a Gentile who converted to Judaism, loved the language, loved the Jewish people, loved Judaism as itself. So he wrote his own Targum that goes along with it, and he did the Torah of that too. So here is the Aramaic translation, which offers different insights, which I think are very valuable, especially if you're really trying to study the Torah. Looking at the Aramaic brings a lot of value. Now, if you are studying the Torah, one of the next volume sets I would get is the Bel HaTorim, the Chumash right here. So this is a gematria. It's a number system because all Hebrew names and letters all are connected by numbers. And numbers mean a lot within the Hebrew Bible. And there are a lot of connections that this rabbi has put together and drawn a lot of conclusions on. So this is a deeper look within the Torah that I think would be very beneficial for you guys. Now, going to these next set of books, these are a lot more Jewish-centered. So if you're really trying to get a full Jewish understanding, you definitely look at these. So this next one I have is this new series that Artscroll is coming out with. It's called The Teachings of the Talmud. So this one is the Chumash Teachings of the Talmud. And what this has done is it's taken the Babylonian Talmud, which is a 73-volume, and the Jerusalem Talmud, which is a 52-volume. And guys, they're thousands of dollars, very expensive. A lot of us can't do that. So what Artscroll did is it's taken the verses of, let's say Genesis 1:1. All right. Wherever Genesis is mentioned, Genesis 1:1 is mentioned within the Talmud. It pulls the quote and he organizes all the quotes in this book set, which is absolutely amazing. So if you're curious what the Talmud says regarding Exodus 12:14, pull out Exodus, go to chapter 12, verse 14, and boom, there it is. It will tell you the quotes from the Talmud. It'll tell you what tractate and what Talmud it's being pulled from. Very resourceful if you really want to know what the Talmud says regarding this. Now, this is still a newer set. So the Chumash is out now and available. Also, the early prophets, only the early prophets are available right now. So within the early prophets that we have Joshua and Judges, 1st and 2nd Samuel, and 1st and 2nd Kings. And within this book set right here, again, everything is all laid out for you, nicely organized. So if you are curious of where it says something, you can pull to it immediately of what the Talmud says regarding the subject. Now, the only thing, as I'm making this in the year 2025 for Hanukkah, the only other thing that we have also available, it's on pre-order, are the Tehillim or the Psalms. Guys, pre-order is out now. And this is the first section of Psalms that is going to be also released. So again, same concept. And I really shout out to Artscroll for doing this. I mean, the books are very affordable. If you want to know what the Talmud says regarding these, it's very good. Very, very, very good. Now, one of my favorite sets, if not probably my most favorite set altogether, is we have the Midrash Rabbah right here. Midrash Rabbah. This is the 17-volume set. It's a full set of the Midrash Rabbah. So the 12 contains the Torah, and the 5 are the Megillas. Great writings. There is so much wisdom, and so there's just a lot here. The stories that are here, the wise tales. I mean, this is literally the book of Proverbs on steroids. Very, very, very wise sayings that we see in here. Common stories like the Torah was the master craftsman in the very beginning, or when Solomon wrote his own Torah, the letter Yud, he took out the letter Yud, it went up to Hashem and cried out to him. A lot of amazing, very good stories to learn in here. If this is on sale, guys, get it. But hey, it's $800 normally. It's on sale right now for $639. Very good though. And then the next one, within the Talmud, you have the Mishnah and the Gemara, and then a whole bunch of rabbis arguing with each other with different opinions. What the Mishnah does right here is it's essentially the oral law. This is the full-size, complete volume set 23. So if you want to know more on the oral law and how to properly fulfill out the Torah, like how to sacrifice your animals, anything like that, Mishnah here goes into detail. I obviously have the set that's you can see right behind me. But yes, sometimes this set is 40% off. So if it is, I would jump on it. Now, if we keep going on, let me go back real quick. Now, okay. This is kind of like the next layer. Now, if you have all these books, right? Other book recommendations I have is this one is called the Book of Mitzvot. This 10-volume set goes over the 613 mitzvot that we see within the Torah, and it gives commentary on it. So, yes, we have the Torah, and we can read the Torah, but the Book of Mitzvot here focus on all 613 individual commandments, and it goes in detail, and it gives wonderful insight on these. Very, 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 very good. The next set that we have is the Or HaChaim. And this is another commentary within the Torah itself. It's just a little more stuff, just different types of commentaries. This is another one that is very popular. A lot of people seem to like. And there are a lot of good takes within this one too. So this is another one that you should definitely consider getting. Now, one of the best Kabbalistic or mystical commentaries that we have is the Sefer Zera Shimshon right here. It's a 10-volume set regarding the Torah right here. This, I believe, was also on sale for 40% off. Started last year, I believe. And this is another set. With it being Kabbalistic, very mystical, right? It takes a very deep dive look within the Torah and probably reveals stuff or makes you think about things that aren't always there, or maybe things that you haven't even thought about before. Now, within the 10-volume set of the Torah, there is a 5-volume set of the Megillas. Now, we have the Megillas right here. It's also another set, and it does the same thing. Kind of goes over some of the mystical things within the Megillah. So this is another good set I would definitely check out. And then, guys, finally, there's this book, and I've recommended this to some of my friends. They have gotten it, and they just absolutely adore this one. So this one, just like the Artscroll Tanakh, is very cheap. This is probably the cheapest book in there. Now, this is the book of the Torah timelines, charts, and maps. Now, because this is done by Artscroll, this is going to be very detailed. Very detailed. And it gives some of the reasons that they have it through either the Torah or different parts of the Mishnah to fulfill why they do these things. And just seeing the art, the color, and everything like that, if you can get this book, get it. It's not, I don't think it's going to be 40% off just because how cheap it already is. But definitely, it's only $24. I would definitely get it. Now, those are the the 20 book sets. And if you were to get all of them right now for just 20% off, you're already spending a little less than $3,500, right? There's a lot here. But again, this is artscroll.com. All you have to do is look at this Artscroll 20% off sign. As Hanukkah starts, it will be presented here on what offerings that they have for the 40% off. So I always recommend to my friends, if you're going to buy something from Artscroll, do it during Hanukkah. Hanukkah is right around the corner this year, and I want you guys to definitely be checking some of this out. It's good stuff right here. So I finally just made a video just because a lot of people have been asking me. I've repeated myself a lot of times, so hopefully this video has done some justice for you. Hopefully I've explained some of the book sets. I know I kind of went fast, but just go get those books. See what's 40% off. You won't be disappointed. Great, great, great book sets. And with that being said, happy Hanukkah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Shalom.